Hello everyone, this is the Peg Leg. Just a quick video. Born in the 30s, we're talking about the 30s here, and how things have changed from the past, and how they're moving on, and how things have progressed from the 30s up to this present day. You know, the 30s were more of a simpler time. You know, innovation was still happening, don't get me wrong. I don't know how many people thought about the flat earth in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s and 90s, but as you know, today we do. I'm coming up to the 40s here, how things have started to grow and progress, and now we're coming up to the 50s, how the clothes and fashion have changed but still sort of look the same as it does to this day. Black and white TV, families sitting in front of the TV, you know. And then you got the black people getting more or less starting to get accepted into society, you know, good stuff. The 50s were a good era for those that was there, I suppose. And then you got the 60s, the moon landings and stuff like that. We all know as flat earthers, that never happened. You know, it's crazy to think that the 60s, I mean, look at these people, they still look the same as how we do now. You got your peace and love, you know, the government giving you the acid. It's crazy. Keeping you dumbed down to forget about what's actually going on behind closed doors or even in front of your eyes. Then you have the 70s. Look at the 70s, you know. It's a crazy time, you know. Things really started kicking off in the 70s, you know. I was born in the 70s. 76 to be exact. Yeah. I remember this kind of stuff here, you know. Blue Peter and all that kind of stuff. Tiz was, you name it. Then we come to the 80s, my era really, where you had the shell suits, all that kind of stuff. You know, back then no one thought about, you know, flat earth and God really. They were just getting on with doing what they wanted to do, sort of thing. Go clubbing and stuff like that. And then we have the 90s. A different generation, different time. Mobile phones really kicked in and so did computers. The internet was getting closer and stronger. You know, the World Wide Web. Mobile phones. Politics wasn't a big thing to me back in the 90s, but I suppose those kind of things change as you get older and you start actually seeing things, right? Fast food has got even faster, made you fat in 2000s. The zeros. Fashion hasn't changed, as you can see. Not really. People are more or less doing exactly the same thing as in the 90s, 70s, 60s, 80s, 30s, but slightly different. And then you got the gays. Just started to kick in the 90s. 2000s. Within the 2000s, I haven't done from 2001 up to 2017. I just didn't think it was worth doing. I mean, 2017, you have women footballers, they're coming into the limelight, and then you got stuff like this. Oh, come on. Woman standing up peeing with a contraption. But I've got to say, raving, that's another thing. That's just crazy stuff. Tattoos on the back, tramp stamps. Oh, and then there's the fake Earth. So it was 2017, everything changed. It still is. Flat Earth and all that has come into its own. You know, it's come onto the news. People are protesting about it. People coming into TV programs and talking about it. It's a beautiful thing. One thing is, I ask, where is God in all this? You can see he's gone. People have forgotten him. And that's all I wanted to say on this one. So God bless you all. Keep it real. Amen.